So, did they live to 100?
Yeah, they live from 80 to 100 years old.
Okay.
He'll be 4 in August, so he's just a baby. He hasn't reached puberty yet.
Does he need a companion?
You don't want to get a bird a companion because once you give them one, they only use the humans for food. They don't interact with you.
Oh.
And so since he's never had a girlfriend, he can't miss what he's never had.
Oh.
If he had a girlfriend already, he'd be heartbroken without one. As it stands, he doesn't even know any different.
Well, the question that I have now is, if you guys aren't around, where does this guy go to next? You know?
We haven't gotten to the part where we're trying to groom another owner yet. We'll wait about another 20 years, and then we'll start looking around. But we don't want someone too close to our age, or he'll have to go through too many things.
Right. Yes.
So another 20 years, we'll start looking around.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll spend our time making sure they're going to treat Bubba right, that Bubba likes them. They get along.
Does Bubba talk?
Only when he wants to.
No. Is Bubba a macaw? Okay.
Harlequin Macaw.
Harlequin Macaw?
He's a cross between the blue and gold and the green ring macaw. He's not a naturally occurring bird.
So he's a mutt? Cool.
That's right.
I'm gonna change I modify the audio here, so don't worry about what you guys say or anything like that. So it's not a big, but I'm just finding out some info about this. I saw one over at Reed Park, or my wife and I saw one over at Reed Park a couple days ago, but we didn't see it this close. We didn't see a macaw this close up. He's probably wondering, what the heck are you doing, man? Now, if I put my hand close to him while he was eating, that would probably not be a good idea.
Okay. Come back with a missing digit.
Okay. Has he bit you before, Joshua?
Oh, yeah. You know, they are not like dogs. You can't train them 100%. They're not good pets for children. And you have to protect your face because even though they love you, sometimes they'll lash out. And it's not because they're mad, it's because they're slightly unpredictable.
Oh.
And so you always, like when I kiss him, I make sure my thumb is inside of his beak. And so I have control of his beak. And then I can kiss him. If I didn't, he might go for my eye unintentionally. You know what I mean? But once it's done, it's done. So,
yeah, once it's. I mean, I was gonna ask you guys, if he's ever bitten you guys.
Oh yeah. But you see, he was not a hand-raised bird. Birds that are hand-raised from the time they're hatched love everyone and trust everyone. This bird was not hand-raised. He was already an adult when we got him, and so we had to earn his trust, but he'll never be as tame as a hand-raised bird.
Did you guys get him over at one of the
Pet stores
here in town?
No, we got him we were living in Seattle.
Washington.
So we got him in Kent, a place in Kent. Actually, it's Des Moines.
But irregardless.
Washington. A place called Tropical Fish and Pets. And we saw Bubba and fell in love with him.
But if we had gotten him from this other place called Wings of the World, all those birds are so tame. They'll come to anybody.
Oh, really?
There's a big difference. But once they have not been hand raised and they've developed their own personality, they'll never totally be tame. Not 100%. But that's okay. We accept Bubba for the way he is.
Yeah.
We just accept him the way he is. And he loves us. We spoil him. He's happy.
I bet you do.
Oh yeah. He gets whatever he wants. That's a lifetime commitment, sir.
Yes, because whenever you guys said 100 years, I was like,
it's much longer than we're gonna live.
Wowzers, you know.
It's a lifetime commitment.
Now, can you train Bubba to talk?
We try not to train him to talk too much because when he does speak, I want it to be something he wants to say instead of a tape recorder.
But he's already developed. Yeah, he speaks in context, and he's already developed about 100-word vocabulary already.
But when he says something,
does he know what you're talking about?
Yes,
Whatever.
he does.
So here's a good example. Every day when I got home from work, I'd feed Bubba. First thing I did is when I walked in the door. Right. One day I had hot phone, so I get this hot call on the way home. So immediately when I got upon my arrival at home, I had to go do this email. So whenever I feed Bubba, when I take his food dishes out of his cage, I say, sustenance, Bubba, sustenance, right? So the day that I had the hot phone, I'm doing my email, just finished up the email, and all of a sudden I hear, sustenance, Daddy, sustenance, right? So I go over to his cage, and here he is standing on the edge of his empty food dish. He looks up at me and he says, sustenance, Daddy, sustenance. Now you can't tell me that's not in context.
They have the intelligence of a 3 to 5-year-old. They can do simple math problems. He plays catch. He rides a skateboard. He's very smart.
Ride a skateboard too,
Yes,
huh?
he knows how
cool.
to push off on it.
One time he pushed himself all across the kitchen. Skateboard hit the counter on the other side. He fell off the skateboard, bopped his beak on the ground, and says, "Ow!"
Ooh, that tripped out, man. Oh.
You can't tell me that wasn't in context.
Oh yeah.
We just try to let him be himself and express himself the way he wants to, because that's when you're happiest. Whether it be animal or human.
It's
Just
not good to be forced.
We just let him hang out and be himself above himself.
Well, cool. Well, I noticed that you guys, we need to socialize our dogs, and Bubba's not a dog. I know that, Bubba. But I think it's really good that you guys socialize Bubba a lot, you know.
He's so
and
unhappy in the room.
oh yeah.
And, when we go to work, there's nothing we can do about it. But whenever we go anywhere, we try to take Bubba. Especially on the weekends, he goes everywhere. And if Bubba's not allowed in, we don't go in.
That's how it is.
Kick him out, you kick us out. That's just how they work.
Have you found restaurants that are just not cool about it?
Well, there are laws in effect, and I understand and respect
Oh,
that.
wow.
Some
Okay.
people bend the rules for us, and some
Sure.
people don't. It just is what it is.
McDonald's is pretty good, actually.
They let him in there.
They let him in McDonald's. The wing dome was pretty good until somebody apparently complained.
Someone complained. They let him come in there every Friday, but then someone threatened to call the health department on him. So, you don't want someone's doors to be shut, so we have to respect that.
Things like that happen. I just don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah.
He's a Harlequin Macaw.
You're very good.
Now, what is the difference in between the Is there Harlequin and then what's the other?
Harlequin means cross between blue and gold and green ring. That's
Oh.
when that type particular mutt is called a Harlequin.
Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah.
Okay,
for lack
so-
of a better term.
He's bred for his colors and he's bred for his personality. So, and then there's the scarlet, which is red, red and white.
They're vicious.
They're nice, but and then there's the blue and gold, which are have very nice personalities. And then there's the hyacinth macaw, which is the largest of the macaw breed.
Much bigger than Bubba.
The hyacinth macaw's eyes are about as big as a marble. So you can size them up from that, right? And they have yellow eyes and they're all blue. All blue. This same color blue, like right here. They're all that same color. And they're very rare.
Now, are they easier to take care of, or which one is the easiest one to take care of?
They're all messy.
Any bird's going to be a
They're messy,
a little
messy,
mess maker,
messy,
but
messy,
yeah.
messy. But you know what? It's worth it.
Yeah. Because they're so smart. I mean,
They
100
chew
words,
up stuff
man.
and they throw their bird seed and they poop everywhere, so you just stay on top of it.
Yeah. It's
I think they're actually easier to take care of than a dog.
They are easier than a dog. And you know what? Their poops don't stink.
because they're smarter.
They don't stink. It's like if a dog pooped as much as a bird, you'd have to move out the house.
I couldn't imagine having to take care of a Great Dane.
Woo.